Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Allison if you are new here, and today I'm going to be decluttering, cleaning, and organizing the heck out of my kitchen. So if you are not new here and you are subscribed and have the notification bells turned on, you're probably already aware that I do a lot of decluttering. It is my favorite thing to do. It is the best part of my week when I find a new spot that I can organize, or when I finally make the time to declutter a spot in my apartment that has desperately needed to be cleaned for a while. And the latter of the two is what is happening today. Under my kitchen sink is a little bit disorganized and a little bit chaotic, and I finally got something to help organize down there, so we're gonna tackle that. And while I was deciding to organize underneath there, I realized there were a lot of places in my kitchen that could use a once-over, a reorganization, a declutter. So this video is now going to be my entire kitchen. It's going to be decluttering, organizing, and a clean with me. So if you are ready for that, let's head straight to the kitchen and get started. Before we can start decluttering the entire kitchen, I wanted to make sure I had a clean slate to work with, so I started with unloading the dishwasher, and then I moved on to tackling all of the dishes piled up in the sink. It was quite the mountain on this day, but don't worry, I sped it up super fast so you guys don't have to watch it forever. Okay, now that the dishes are all taken care of, we have a clean, empty counter. We're gonna start the biggest organization project, I think, of this whole situation, and that's gonna be under the sink, which is a lot. I think I'm gonna just do my typical decluttering method, and that is taking everything out and then sorting through what I wanna get rid of and what I wanna keep, or what is trash or needs to be moved somewhere else. And then I'm gonna introduce my new organization. So this guy right here is the turntable I'm gonna be using under the sink for mostly my cleaning products that I'm hoping to organize on it. It is the biggest size they sell. Compared to my head, it's very large, but it is a 14-inch turntable. And I shared this along with some of my other turntable favorites and my Amazon organization favorites. I will link it here if you wanna check it out. But this is the bad boy that I'm gonna be using down under the kitchen sink. Okay, here is the final product. I put the turntable in the middle because it's the only place it would fit with like the two poles and the garbage disposal. But I really enjoy this. I think it looks a lot better than it was before. Everything is super easy access. Sorry, I'm holding my phone for some ratchet phone lighting because there's no lighting down here. But we can spin this to get all of my cleaning products. And I guess I didn't need this size of the turntable because there was still space on the edge here. I don't know if you can even see that. but there's not bottles all the way around. So in the middle, I stuck extra dish scrubbers, sponges, and then our potato scrubber. And then the bigger items like our trash bags, Clorox wipes, soap refills, and vinegar fit down the sides pretty nicely. So it's not like the perfect Pinterest under the sink situation, but it's a whole lot better. And this is everything that is leaving. So this pack of sponges is being set aside for another project. This is trash, that is trash. And then we also had all of our all of our plastic bags from grocery shopping here, and I'm gonna move these into our pantry. Welcome to our pantry. I have these command hooks hanging up here, and I think I can stick this guy. Oh gosh, this is not easy one-handed. Okay, it definitely does not look the nicest with that hanging in there, but it gets it all out of the way. And we did realize that our local grocery store is accepting those bags to be recycled, so I'm gonna not be bringing any more back, so hopefully that stash will shrink and then not be as obnoxious. But I definitely prefer it in there than in here, blocking off all of the cleaning supplies in there. So I'm gonna clean this up. The next project you might have seen me already struggle with, and it's this utensil drawer. So we have actually 3 drawers in this entire kitchen. One is really tiny, so we just keep Ziploc bags in there. One is over here, we're gonna get to it in a second. It has all of our utensils, and this is all of our like cooking tools. So everything that we own that's a cooking tool is in this drawer, and it is a very full drawer and very disorganized, and it's kind of a hot mess. So I kind of wanna start over in here and take everything out, and you can see that like we have a liner in here, but it's like stained pink. I don't know what caused that, but I'm gonna just start fresh in here. Also, because this drawer is so disorganized, I have reached into it now 3 times and sliced my finger on a sharp tool that is in here, because this is sharp, our vegetable peelers are sharp, our cheese grater is sharp, so I have a like large gash, like the entire length of my finger right now because of this drawer. So we're gonna remedy that now. For this drawer, I tried really hard to eliminate some of the things that we kept in here, but honestly, this is all of our cooking utensils. I don't think we have too many. I just think that we need a bigger kitchen. So I ended up holding on to the majority of things, but you'll see in a minute, there were a couple of things that I decided to relocate and find a new home for to make this drawer a little bit roomier. This is everything I am going to be taking out of that drawer. Oh, I also took the chip clips out. I don't know if you can see, but I clipped them inside of our pantry. But this cheese grater, I'm going to find somewhere else in the kitchen to store this. And then we have a bar cart in our office. I know it's weird, we're in a small apartment, it won't be there forever, but this is all like bar related stuff. This little vegetable peeler my husband likes to do for like orange peels for garnishes, and this is for wine. So I'm going to go transport those to the bar cart because we have a little utensil holder in there for that. And here's the much more organized, much roomier drawer. So up here I kept the apple cutter, and I put it upside down because if I put it right side up, it'll end up like catching and then it like won't close like that. That'll happen. So I store it upside down. And then I found that I really reach for these baking utensils really frequently, so I wanted them easy access. And then I ended up putting all of our long things on this side. So our ladle, our tongs, our spatula, and then we have a beer opener, and then everything else fits in this drawer pretty nicely. I also just flipped the liner upside down so you don't see the pink anymore, and then I vacuumed that out. This is a whole lot better, and it closes. Now I'm gonna put all of that away, and then I wanna go through here, and I mainly wanna just vacuum out the inside or like wipe it down because there's a bunch of little crumbs in all of these little trays, so I wanna do that. But everything else in here is pretty well organized. Okay, 2 last projects. Actually, I'm seeing one thing right now. So I love this little dish scrubber. It is from OXO. It's really good for like scraping food off of plates when you don't want to put like your bristles in it and have it get really gunky. So I like this. It's also dishwasher safe. And I had picked this up and it has suction cups on the side, hoping it would like stick in our sink, but it's just too shallow. Like it'll stay there, but then it'll eventually like fall out. So I am gonna have to pass this along. I'm honestly gonna just toss that because that's pretty gross. So I'm gonna get rid of this. And then this guy, I'm gonna move down. Here. So our counter is a little less cluttered up here. Now for the last two projects I was talking about, up here above our stove and microwave are these two little short cabinets that have my crock pot and then a bunch of random stuff. I don't know if you can see all of that, but I'm gonna go through and declutter some of this. That bin up there is full to the brim of baking stuff, so I wanna take that down, go through it, get rid of everything we don't need. We're gonna be moving out of this apartment soon, and I don't wanna be bringing things across the country to California that we don't need. And then my last project is gonna be the top of the fridge. So I have never once cleaned the top of the fridge in the 9 months that we've lived here, so that needs to desperately be done. And then also this light wood canister from IKEA right here looks a little funky because I normally keep a solution or a mixture of baking soda and lemon essential oil in that for deodorizing our carpets and our sink. And I recently bought a new pack of baking soda to fill that up with, so we need to remake that concoction. So 2 projects left. We're gonna get everything I wiped down, gonna vacuum the floors, and then we will be done with this kitchen organization. I'm realizing it's not quite a declutter, it's more organization and cleaning, but it's very, very, very needed. So once I was finally going through this bin, I realized there was a lot of stuff in it that was not strictly baking things. I had no idea that a lot of the stuff was even inside of this, and there even managed to be some trash inside, which I was also very confused about, but I was very, very strict. You can see I'm deciding here if I wanted to keep these placed, but I decided ultimately I hadn't reached for them yet. You can see that they were still wrapped up from when we moved in 10 months ago, so it was time to pass them on. Up on top of the fridge, there wasn't a lot of clutter, but there was a lot of dust, and then there were a couple rogue chocolates, but that was pretty easy to take care of, and I do feel like the kitchen feels a lot cleaner now that I know that that is clean and dust isn't flying down when we pull down our coffee grounds every morning. When I finally finished struggling to open this box of baking soda, I ended up just dumping it into the jar entirely, adding about 10 to 12 drops of lemon essential oil and then stirring it up with a spoon, and then I added more if I felt that it needed to be a little bit stronger or more of a potent smell. And finally, with all of my projects done, I gave the kitchen one last final wipe down with my Mrs. Meyer's spray in the scent Bluebell and a little microfiber cloth. I found this is the easiest way to cover all of my counters, and I feel like I'm definitely not wasting any paper towels, and we're saving a bit of money because these rags that I'm using were from Walmart and were like $4 for a pack of 5. I'm also going to be vacuuming the floor after. I like to vacuum after I've wiped down all the counters, that way any crumbs are falling onto the floor. And are you guys ready to see the after shots now? Alright guys, I'm back in my office because the lighting is always just better in this room, but I'm here to wrap up the video. That's everything I have for you guys today for this kitchen organization, clean with me, declutter-ish. Might be a stretch, but we got rid of some things. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you really like this video, please drop a like and a comment down below. Introduce yourself. I love getting to know all of you guys. Also, I have an entire decluttering playlist. So if you were on the hunt for some serious decluttering motivation, or you just really like watching satisfying videos, I will share that here and in the description bar. I also have videos all about organizing and everything about keeping a tidy home. I will have those playlists linked as well, and I will be seeing you guys next time. Bye!